Hi, welcome to Fast Easy Vegan. I'm Jocelyn. And this little nudgy guy, this is Bix, Sid. Isn't he pretty? He's my boss. That's a good boy, Bix. Go amuse yourself. Today, we're gonna make bowls, Buddha bowls, you know? And it's really about the sauce because when it gets down to it, isn't everything? So I have made the rice. I've steamed several vegetables. We've got zucchini, we've got tofu, the inevitable tofu and onions, and some carrots. And they're all cooked and ready to be put together. So we're gonna really do the sauce first, because that's, as far as I'm concerned, the most important thing. So 4 cloves, big fat cloves of garlic, 2 tablespoons of mustard, 2 full tablespoons of mustard, 1/4 of a cup, which is the same as 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, 1½ tablespoons of nutritional yeast, and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Okay, now we can get really noisy and blend this up before we heat it. Well, if I could screw it on straight. Ew, hello. Okay, there we go. All right, let's put it in the blender. Well, that certainly pulverized everything. So now I'm just going to put it in a little pan and heat it up until that cornstarch melts and thickens. Well, I don't know that it actually melts, but it goes from milky white to kind of clear, and then you know it's done. I'm gonna mix in some of this mustard that stuck to the spoon. Oh, this is gonna be a delicious, rich sauce. So, you know, the thing about tofu, people think about vegan food and they think, oh, ugh, tofu. And I used to be that way too. I mean, for years after I was a vegan, I really didn't like tofu. Turns out it's because I really didn't know what to do with it. And what I like to do now, and I really like to do this, is press out all the water. I have a tofu press. In fact, I'm gonna show it to you right now because it's my favorite one. I do confess that I like gadgets, and I've had so many tofu presses. This is the best. It's called ToFuture, and ToFuture. I don't get paid for this, by the way. I'm just doing this because I believe in the product. So that's the cover. This is the bin with the little holes in the bottom, and it's up on little feet so that the water drains out into the bottom. You put your tofu brick there, and you fasten it. It's got these 3 stages of where you can press a little or press a lot. So I press a lot. It takes about an hour until all that water is pressed out, and then what you have is a really nice, dense tofu that will expand again once you put sauce on it. The tofu is bland. It's just, it takes on the flavors of everything around it, which is why it works really well with sauces. Okay, this is a very thick sauce. I like that part, and it smells wonderful. It smells kind of mustardy and tangy. Yum. So I'm gonna put that in a squeezy bottle because you can do really nice like strands across your food. It looks cool. Uh-oh. Making a mess. I've done that before. In fact, I'm pretty good at making a mess. Okay. This is really hot. Not spicy hot, hot from the stove hot. All right. That should be enough. How do you get the big thing to go in the little thing? Okay, you know what? I'm being ridiculous now. Let's just clean this up and get on with the show. All right. Sorry, it's a mess. I'll clean it up later. All right. That's our sauce. That is the key ingredient to bowls, any kind of bowls. Depends always on the sauce. So first you have your rice, then you just put in your ingredients. We've got the tofu with onions, you got some carrots, you got your carrots over here. Ooh, something for the dog to find. And zucchini, one of my favorite vegetables, but not one of my husband's favorite vegetables. It has to be disguised or he doesn't like it. So I'll just glop some sauce on his. Okay. Carrots. Okay. Ooh, that's hot in there. See how cool that looks? Easy squeezy. Wow, it's really hot. You know, who am I to be doing cooking videos? Because I sure don't know what I'm doing, do I? This isn't squeezing out right. Oh, it's always something. So, on that note, I'm going to get a different squeezy bottle and finish up. But here you go. This is your bowl with a really delicious, tangy, loud sauce. Loud because it's full of flavor and your vegetables and rice are not. So it makes for a really interesting meal, fun to eat. Sorry, no seconds. I'll see you next time. Bon appetit.